Dear students of batch 19, Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I am Mohammed Sohel Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Dhaka City College. And today, I will discuss about strategic management with you. Strategic management is a very enriched course actually, and it is very, very interesting and exciting course, and I think that all of you will enjoy this course throughout the semester, and I will try my level best to give you real life examples from business world, and this course will help you long run in future. That's why from the very beginning, pay your full attention and try to understand the concepts, cases, and the real life scenario of the competitive business world. Chapter 1, Introduction of the Strategic Management. From this chapter, the topics that I will discuss with you: concept of strategy and its evolution, the most trustworthy things of good management, objectives are the ends and strategy is the means to achieve them, the strategic objectives and strategies of McDonald's, meaning of strategic management, benefits of strategic management, evolution of the concept of strategy. The word strategy comes from the Greek word strategia, which means a general or military commander. আমরা যদি ইতিহাসের দিকে তাকাই তাহলে দেখব যে গ্রিক সভ্যতাতে যে স্ট্র্যাটেজি শব্দ বলতে মূলত বোঝাতো রণকৌশল, এবং গ্রিকরা কিন্তু রণকৌশলে বা যুদ্ধ বিদ্যায় খুবই পারদর্শী ছিল, এবং যুদ্ধবিদ্যার উপর শিক্ষা লাভ করা এটা বাধ্যতামূলক ছিল গ্রিকে। এবং ইউজুয়ালি যে স্ট্র্যাটেজি বা স্ট্র্যাটেজি বলতে রণকৌশলকে বোঝাতো, রণাঙ্গনে বা যুদ্ধ ময়দানে প্রতিপক্ষকে প্রতিহত করার জন্য অথবা প্রতিপক্ষকে পরাজিত করার জন্য যে কৌশল অবলম্বন করা হতো তাকেই কিন্তু মূলত স্ট্র্যাটেজি বা রণকৌশল বলা হয়। But with the passage of time, the word strategy has not been confined to warfield or battlefield. Rather, at present, strategy has become a buzzword, especially in business world. Strategy. Strategy is the way for achieving organizational goals by using resources. I mean, strategy is the way, strategy is the technique, tool, or method by which an organization can achieve its objectives. Just look at the image, the students. Here we can say this is the strategy. Actually, strategy is the way. Strategy is the path to achieve organizational goals. I mean, here this indicates success, ultimate destination of an organization. And strategy is the way, strategy is the paths by which an organization achieve its ultimate destination by using capital, information technology, other human and non-human resources of an organization. In other sense, a strategy is a comprehensive plan for accomplishing the organization's goals. A strategy is a comprehensive plan for accomplishing the organization's goals. Strategy হচ্ছে একটা সুসংগঠিত বিশদ কর্ম পরিকল্পনা প্রতিষ্ঠানের দীর্ঘমেয়াদী উদ্দেশ্য লক্ষ্য অর্জনের জন্য। In other sense, according to Edith Chadler, strategy is the determination of the long-term goals and objectives of an enterprise. The strategy বা কৌশল হচ্ছে একটা প্রতিষ্ঠানের দীর্ঘমেয়াদী লক্ষ্য এবং উদ্দেশ্য, and the adoption of courses of action এবং নানা ধরনের কর্মসূচি গ্রহণ করা, and the allocation of resources necessary for carrying out these goals, এবং এই লক্ষ্য অর্জনের জন্য প্রতিষ্ঠানে যে সকল মানবীয় এবং অমানবীয় সম্পদ রয়েছে সেগুলোর সুষম বন্টন নিশ্চিত করা। Okay, dear students, actually strategy is a technique, strategy is a way by which an organization differentiate itself. Strategy is the way of making our organization unique making an organization better than that of than the competitors actually. And whenever I talk about strategy, you need to think, you need to keep in mind that strategy is a long-term plan actually. Whenever anyone talks about strategy, then you should keep in mind that strategy is a long-term plan actually, and strategy basically strategies are the techniques by which you can attract customers. There are so many competitors who are serving the same products, and why should customers visit your organization? Why should customers purchase products and services from your organization, from your company, from your industry? And yes, obviously, because you have adopted some unique strategies, you have adopted some techniques, some tools by which you have differentiated your products. Products can be differentiated by increasing quality. Products can be differentiated by introducing unique design. Product can be differentiated by warranty, guarantee, and so many ways. And the main purpose of strategy is to achieve organizational objectives actually by designing some techniques, some tools, some way, and by which you will be able to make differentiated yourself, your company from the others. You will be able to uh, create a brand by utilizing the strategy actually. The students at present would like to talk about the most custody things of good management. We know that management is the art of doing things done by others, and usually the success of an organization largely depends on efficient management. And how can you understand whether the management of an organization is efficient or not? Obviously, there are two things. By observing, by scrutinizing two things, you'll be able to understand whether the management of an organization is efficient or not. Number one, good strategy. If you see that the strategies that an organization has adopted are excellent, are good, are meaningful, are reliable, and are realistic, then you will think that obviously it is one of the indication of good management of that organization. And at the time of formulating a strategy, obviously an organization needs to think strengths of the organization, weaknesses of the organization, opportunities, and threats. And undoubtedly, in case of formulating strategy, the top level management must consider the five forces developed by Michael Porter's. I mean, a business organization has to face threat from competitors, from customers, from suppliers, from new entrants, from the substitute products, even from the existing competitors, actually. And at the time of formulating a strategy, all the things must be kept in your mind. And you need to formulate a strategy so that you can hold a unique position, you can hold a better position than your competitors. The second thing by which you can understand whether the management of an organization is efficient or not, good strategy execution. Uh, an organization has adopted good strategy, but if it fails to implement the strategy properly, then the expected or desired outcome will not be possible to achieve. That's why good or proper implementation of strategies is another indication of good management. Two things must be ensured in order to operate, in order to manage uh, organization effectively and efficiently. I mean, the top level management needs to formulate good strategy, excellent strategy, and not only top level management. Sometimes the mid level management, the departmental head, they also formulate strategies for their respective department in order to achieve their departmental objectives actually. Just think about if you have the latest technology, but you don't know how to use the latest technology. Will you get the benefit from the technology? Similarly, you have the excellent strategy, but you don't know how to implement the strategy properly in an organization. Okay, the students, objectives are the ends and strategies the means. Ends refers to objectives and strategy means refers to the way by which objectives can be achieved. Here you can see objectives are an organization's performance targets. Actually, the results and outcomes an organization wants to achieve is known as objective. Objectives may be financial objective, objective may be strategic objective, it may be objectives may be increasing return on investment by 5% within 2 years. Objectives may be increasing employees productivity by 10% within 3 years. Objectives may be reducing wastage of raw materials by 7% within 5 years. This may be the objectives actually. And strategy is the way, method or technique for achieving organizational objectives. For example, the objective of an organization is increasing employees' productivity or employees' performance. What is the objective of an organization? The objective of an organization, suppose the objective of an organization is increasing employees' productivity or increasing employees' performance. What may be the strategy? Can you tell me? Oh, okay, obviously. Yes, I got. Providing training. Providing training is the strategy by which an organization can increase employees' productivity, I mean employees' performance. Okay, from this, I think you have got a clear idea that objectives are the ends, objectives are the target. On the other hand, strategy is the way or means by which the objectives can be achieved. At present, I would like to clarify strategy, objectives with a proper example. And I'm going to present example of McDonald's, a very renowned fast food restaurant company of America. Example, let's see. The strategic objective of McDonald's is to achieve 100% total customer satisfaction every day in every restaurant for every customer. Once again, the strategic objective of McDonald's is to achieve 100% total customer satisfaction every day in every restaurant for every customer. Okay, let's explain. In order to achieve the strategic objectives, what strategy, or in order to achieve the vision of an organization, what is of McDonald's, what strategy McDonald's has adopted? Let's see. In 1999, McDonald's was the leading food service retailer in the global consumer marketplace, with a strong brand name and system-wide restaurant sales approaching $35 billion. 80% of its 25,000 plus restaurants were franchised to approximately 5,000 owner-operators around the world. Over the past 10 years, the company's system-wide sales had grown an average of 8% annually, and its stock had provided a 20% annual return to investors. McDonald's food quality specifications, equipment technology, marketing and training programs, operating systems, site selection techniques, and supply systems were considered industry standards throughout the world. Its vision means the ultimate goal, ultimate destination, where the organization wants to be after 50 years, after 20 years. The ultimate destination of an organization is known as vision. And once again, the vision of McDonald's was to be the world's best quick service restaurant. What was the vision of McDonald's? To be the world's best quick service restaurant. Best quick service restaurant does not indicate that they only deliver food items quickly than competitors. Rather, the best quick service restaurants indicate that it will provide consistently satisfying customers. I mean, being the best was defined as consistently satisfying customers better than rivals through outstanding quality, service, cleanliness, and value. I mean, uh, McDonald's wants to ensure 100% customer satisfaction, as well as to be the world's best quick service restaurant by providing consisting, satisfying customers, consisting service. I mean, it should not be like that. From the very beginning, you provide excellent service, excellent food quality, excellent working environment, friendly behavior. But with the passage of time, if you don't maintain the consistent quality of service, quality of food, then you will not be able to satisfy the customers. You will not be able to capture the lifetime customer, lifetime value of the customers. You will not be able to make them customer evangelists, and you will not be able to make a profitable customer relationship actually. But McDonald's has adopted that they will provide consistent customer service and through outstanding quality, I mean quality of food items, quality of service, quality of behavior, quality of management, quality of procedure, quality of service, quality of restaurant cleanliness, and so on. The company's strategic priorities were ensuring continued growth, providing exceptional customer care, remaining an efficient and quality producer, developing people at every level of the organization, sharing best practices of the organization among all units across the world, and reinventing the fast food concept by fostering innovation in the company's menu, facilities, marketing, operation, and technology. Okay, here you can see that this is the strategy that the McDonald's has adopted in order to achieve the vision, in order to adopt the strategy objectives. I mean, in order to ensure 100% total customer satisfaction everywhere, in every restaurant all over the world. And first strategy was ensuring continued growth, which is known as growth strategy actually. The growth strategies of McDonald's are penetrate the market not currently served by adding 1,750 restaurants annually, an average of one every 5 hours. I mean, the growth strategy of McDonald's is that they will enter into new market, and annually they will add or they will establish 1,750 outlets throughout the world, and the average of one every 5 hours actually. Some company owned and some franchised, with about 90% outside of the United States actually, establish a leading market position in foreign countries ahead of competitors. Another growth strategy of McDonald's: promote more frequent customer visits via the addition of attractive menu items, low price specials, extra value meals, and children's play areas. I mean, in order to expand its business, McDonald's follows some strategy. I mean, they try to attract customers so that customers visit their outlets very frequently with their family members, with their friends, with their colleagues, with their relatives, and the strategy in order to attract customers so that they visit the outlets of McDonald's very frequently. McDonald's will add or has added attractive menu items for the customers, low price specials, sometimes discounts are offered to the customers in different occasions, extra value meals, and children play areas so that children can enjoy the environment of restaurants, and that's why there will be a space, decorated space that will be children friendly, so that children can spend their time in a pleasure mode. Explore opportunities to exploit the company's global supplier infrastructure and its core competencies in multi-unit restaurant management, tech location, and unit construction and product marketing is another strategy. I mean, growth strategy of McDonald's. Then franchising strategy actually. In the earlier semester, I taught you the basic concept about franchising, franchisor, and franchisee. I think all of you have a clear concept about that. The franchising strategy of McDonald's grant franchises only to highly motivated, talented entrepreneurs with integrity and business experience and train them to become active on premise owners of McDonald's. No franchises are granted to corporations, partnerships, or basic investors. What a fantastic strategy McDonald's has achieved in case of granting franchises. McDonald's grant franchises only to those persons, only to those business persons or entrepreneurs who are self-motivated, who are highly talented, who have in-depth knowledge about business, who have knowledge about the latest information technology, and who are really honest, who are dedicated, committed. And after granting franchises, McDonald's also provide training to make them train up so that they can maintain the standard of parent organization. And another important thing is that McDonald's does not grant franchise to corporation, partnership, and basic investors actually, because they will not be, the level of commitment will not be up to the mark compared to the entrepreneurs or self-motivated individuals. The store location and construction strategy: locate restaurants on sites offering convenience to customers and profitable growth potential. The company's research indicated that 70% of all decisions to eat at McDonald's were made on the spur of the movement. So its goal was to pick locations that were as convenient as possible for customers to visit. In the United States, the company supplemented its traditional suburban and urban locations with satellite outlets in food courts, airports, hospitals, universities, large shopping establishments, Walmart, the Home Depot, and service stations, where automatically a large number of people come to fulfill their different purposes actually. Uh, Outside the United States, the strategy was to establish an initial presence in center cities, then open freestanding units with drive-throughs outside center cities. Reduce site cost and building costs by using standardized, cost-efficient store designs and by consolidating purchases of equipment and materials via a global sourcing system actually. Make sure restaurants are attractive and pleasing inside and out. The outlook of the McDonald's is very attractive for the customers and provide drive-through service and play areas for children were feasible. And product line strategy that McDonald's has adopted in order to achieve its vision and strategic objectives: improve the taste appeal of the items offered, especially sandwich selections; expand product offerings into new categories of fast chicken, Mexican, pizza, adult-oriented sandwiches, and so on, and include more items for health-conscious customers. Roll out new, potentially, I am telling you, product line strategy of McDonald's: roll out new, potentially appealing and exciting items in a speedy fashion, but quickly drop those that fail to catch on. Learning from whatever mistakes are made and moving promptly on the next idea. The strategy element was recently instituted and was a sharp departure from the company's long-standing practice of doing extensive testing on to ensure consistent high quality and ample customer appeal before rolling out new menu items system-wide. Chicken McNuggets, for example, took 7 years. Can you imagine? Chicken McNuggets took 7 years to develop. I mean, McDonald's never compromises with the quality. There is a proverb: quality comes first, profit is the logical sequence. If you can ensure quality, then automatically the number of customers will be increased. The satisfied customers, they will be your best advertisement. They will convince, they will motivate others in order to visit your company in order to purchase the products and services of uh, company. Store operations enforce stringent standards regarding food quality, store and equipment cleanliness, restaurant operating procedures, and friendly and courteous customer service. Expand the made for you concept to include a much larger percentage of outlets. The company's made for you program involved the installation of advanced equipment, sophisticated computer technology, and new preparation methods to allow items to be prepared to customer order. And what are the marketing, sales, and merchandising strategy of uh, McDonald's? Uh, okay, look, have a look. Enhance the McDonald's image of quality, service, cleanliness, and value globally by heavy media advertising, and in-store merchandise promotions funded with fees tied to a percentage of sales revenue at its restaurant. Use Ronald McDonald to create greater brand awareness among children and the McPrefix to reinforce the connection of menu items and McDonald's. Project an attitude of happiness and interest in children. Human resource and training. The students have a look. The human resource and training strategies of McDonald's are very sophisticated and rich, and offer wage rates that are equitable and non-discrimination in every location, all over the world, everywhere. Uh, the wages that employee receives and the treatment that employees get from McDonald's are equal. There is no discrimination based on gender or any other aspects actually. Teach job skills. After recruitment, McDonald's ensure training to employees so that they can maintain the world standard of McDonald's. Reward both individual and team performance. Can you think? Reward both individual and team performance. Uh, we know that in teamwork, the problem is social loafing. When people work in a team, there are someone who have notion or who have notion about who have a tendency of contributing less effort or giving less effort while working together. It's a problem of teamwork. And if an organization ensures reward based on individual performance, then the tendency of giving less effort will be reduced undoubtedly. And it's undoubtedly it's a very good strategy that McDonald's ensures reward for individual performance and reward for group performance or team performance. Create career opportunities, have flexible work hours for the student employees. Students can give their free time at McDonald's besides their study, and it's a very good strategy, I think. Uh, Hire students pros with good work habits and courteous attitudes and train them to act in a way that will impress customers, promote promising employees quickly, provide proper training on delivering customer satisfaction, and running a fast food business of franchisees, restaurant managers and assistant managers, instructors at Hamburg University campuses, Germany, Australia, England, and Japan annually train over 5,000 students in 22 languages. Promote a global mindset by aggressively transferring best practices and new ideas developed in outlets in one part of the world to outlets to other parts of the world. Obviously, the human and training strategies are good enough. They still do think that within a few days, within a few months, the strategy of McDonald's have been developed. No, in order to develop strategies, so many resource persons work behind the scene, day after day, month after month, years after years, frequently. Sometimes they need to change the strategy in order to cope up with the changing situation. Social responsibility and community citizenship. Take an active community role, support local charities and community projects, help create a neighborhood spirit, promote educational excellence, sponsor Ronald McDonald houses. At year end 1995, there were 168 houses in 12 countries providing a home away from home for families of seriously ill children receiving treatment at nearby hospitals. Promote workforce diversity, voluntary affirmative action, and minority-owned franchises. Over 34% of McDonald's franchisees and 70% of the franchisee applicants in training are females and minority. Can you think that they emphasize, in case of granting franchisee, to women and minorities actually? Support education through student scholarship, teacher awards, and free instructional resources. Adopt and encourage environmentally friendly practices. Provide nutritional information on McDonald's products to customers. Sorry. Now, features of strategy. Uh, uh, Strategy is a specialized plan to outperform the competitors. A strategy is a comprehensive plan in order to make your company differentiated than your competitors, in order to make your product differentiated in case of quality, in case of design, in case of warranty, in case of durability. By using strategy, you can easily differentiate yourself, your company, and you can outperform the competitors from the market. Details about how managers must respond to any change in the business environment. The strategy deals about in which situation managers uh, need to change their action and they need to adapt the latest technology. We know that business environment consists of some yeah, internal and external factors which have a direct and indirect influence in the operations of business. Business environment consists of customers, suppliers, managers, owners, organizational culture, politics, technology, and so on. It defines direction towards common goals. Strategy gives a proper direction to all the stakeholders of an organization so that they can achieve common goals of an organization. The strategy reflects the concern to effectively mobilize resources and strategy maximize the organization chances to achieve the objective, set of objectives. Obviously, objectives are the goal, results or outcomes that an organization wants to achieve, and strategy is the way by which organization can achieve the objectives. Meaning of strategic management. Strategic management is a managerial process of forming a strategic vision. The strategic vision indicates the ultimate destination of an organization, the ultimate goal after 20 years, after 30 years, after 50 years or more, in which position the organization wants to be, is the vision actually. Setting objectives. After forming a strategic vision, an organization needs to set some objectives, and the objectives may be increasing employees' productivity 5%, increasing return on investment, decreasing wastage of raw materials, and so on. Crafting a strategy. After setting objectives, objectives can be for marketing department, it may be for production department, it may be for manufacturing department, finance department, accounting department, and so on. After setting objectives, an organization needs to crafting a strategy. Crafting a strategy means developing a strategy. By considering the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats, an organization needs to think a meaningful and a reliable strategy by which it can achieve its strategy. After developing or crafting a strategy, an organization needs to ensure proper implementation and execution of the strategy. After implementation and execution of the strategy, the organization will evaluate performance, or whether their expected results or outcome have been achieved or not. They will compare the expected results with the actual results. And if there is a huge deviation, then organization must initiate corrective adjustment in case vision, long-term direction, objectives, and strategy execution. Meaning of strategic management. Lamb Robert in 1984, he explained strategic management is an ongoing process that evaluates and controls the business, and industries in which the company is involved. Assess the competitors. Who are my competitors? Which products they are offering to the customers? What are their designs, prices, marketing strategy, and so on. And sets goals and strategy to meet all existing and potential competitors. I mean, who are the existing competitors and the potential competitor who will enter into the market actually, and then SG assesses each strategy annually or quarterly regularly to determine how it has been implemented and by that it has succeeded or needs replacement by a new strategy to meet changed circumstances, new technology, new competitors, or new economic environment, or a new social, financial, and political environment. I mean, in the earlier definition, actually, this definition has been given by Thompson and Strickland, and it is the modified form of the earlier definition, actually. Benefits of strategic management. Providing better guidance to the entire organization. Strategic management provides a proper clear direction to managers, executives, chief executive officer, board of directors, supervisors, so that they can work together to achieve organizational vision. And strategic management makes managers more alert to the winds of change, new opportunities, and threatening developments in the organization's external environment. And managers must be aware about the upcoming changes, changing technological advancement, changing customers' preferences, new entrants into the market, and what are the strategies of competitors. And strategic management gives proper direction to cope up with the situation. Providing managers with a rationale for evaluating competing budgets, request for investment capital and new employees, finally helping to unify the numerous strategy-related decisions by managers across the organization. And dear students, here you can see the 5 tasks of strategic management. Number 1, developing a strategic vision and business mission. Number 2, setting objectives. Number 3, crafting a strategy to achieve the objectives. Number 4, implementing and executing the strategy. Number 5, evaluating performance, reviewing new developments, and initiating corrective adjustments. And corrective adjustment need to be taken where it is needed. In case of if the vision and mission was not accurate, then change should be brought here. If the objectives was not accurate, then objectives need to be modified. If the strategy was not accurate, then the strategy should be changed. If the strategy was not implemented properly, then second time, the managers must be aware to ensure a proper implementation of the strategy. And the students, in the next lecture, I will explain details about the 5 tasks of strategic management with proper example. Dear students, that's from me. Thank you so much. And dear students, strategy is not only useful for corporate organization. I think strategy is inevitable. Strategy is very, very essential for your life. And from now, you must think what's your vision actually. What is your aim in life? Actually, after 20 years, after 30 years, after 10 years, in which position you want to see you? Okay, and set your target, set your aim in life, and you need to write down what should you do, what are the activities, what should you do in order to make your dream true. Maybe you need to be acquire much more business knowledge. You should have proper knowledge on information technology. You must have some knowledge over information over English, and you should be competent. You should have ambition in your life. Dear students, I think all of you have enjoyed this lecture, and it is my instruction to all of you, as soon as possible, please collect the following recommended text: strategic management, concepts and cases. It's a very enriched book. So many real life cases have been included in this text, and this text is written by Thompson and Strickland. The edition of the text will be 13th edition and Tata McGraw-Hill edition. Dear students, that's all from me for today, and all of you are instructed. Please pay full concentration and listen the lecture very seriously. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.